Blake?
Hey guys, yeah, I'm here at the Panama City Mall at Dillard's, and as you can see, they've been moving some clothing off of the racks and into the hands of those in need. Despite the devastation in some areas like Bayou George, Youngstown, and Fountain, some places are still accepting supplies and bringing hope to these communities. So we're here with Kathy Kreider from the Fountain Victory Tabernacle here in Fountain. So Kathy, you guys have a ton of supplies here. So kind of run me through who's been bringing them in for the past couple of days, how much do you guys have, and really what else do you guys need? Kulo, it's been, Hurricane Michael is now come and gone, and now we're kind of in the recovery days. So here at the hospital, what have you guys been doing post-storm?
They are fully contained hospitals. They have operating room capability, they have critical care capability, they can treat walking wounded. They have been a great resource for us to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And kind of run me through, what's the difference between what's going on in the hospital and then what's going on here at these tents as well?
So the DMAT folks have been very gracious and very helpful.
The app itself is very simple to use and set up, and the best part, you don't even need a doorbell camera to use it. The Florida Forest Service says if your debris pile is bigger than 8 feet in diameter, you have to get in contact with them before you start burning. Otherwise, you have to follow the setback rule. And while the mural was only painted this year, the contributions that Vincent Scully made will live on forever. Rowdy's initial goal was around 100 baby wipes, but as you can see, it's reached more than 1,000. And with just a library card and an internet connection, you can learn how to play the ukulele and other instruments.
Others are already hitting the shops for early Black Friday sales. Local 18's Blake.Brannon joins us live from Pier Park. Blake, what's going on over there?
Hey, Olivia. Yeah, hopefully no one's too sleepy from all the turkey that they ate today, because Black Friday is kicking off a little early here in Pier Park. Nisa, St. Andrews might not be in a faraway galaxy, but it definitely feels like it tonight. The Florida garrison of the 501st Legion, along with the Rebel Legion and others, are down here. If you want to come down, get your picture taken with a stormtrooper, a TIE pilot, a Mandalorian, a Jedi, whatever you want to do.
News Channel 7's Blake.Brannon joins us live from Panama City Beach, where residents are taking a walk through ancient Bethlehem. Hey, Blake.
Hey, Ron. Yeah, tonight is the first night of the 6th annual Bethlehem Christmas Village here at Captain Anderson's Marina. Now, locals, whenever they come in, they're going to take a stroll through ancient Bethlehem. They're going to stop at a bunch of booths and learn the story of Mary and Joseph's time in Bethlehem, as well as the birth of Jesus. Now, there will be live music, a live nativity scene, and live animals. There will be stables and petting zoo where you can find these little baby goats just like that. Now, the gates opened at around 5:30, and they'll open up at 5:30 every night through Saturday. And at the tax collector's booth, there's going to be a different local charity every single night. We're going to say bye now. There we go. Reporting live in Panama City Beach, Blake.Brannon, News Channel 7. Hurricane season begins with last year still on everyone's mind. And a year later, Gabby Green's impact on students' lives continues. We take you to a run in her honor. Plus, Mexico Beach is starting over. Their first step, planting seeds.
Live from WJHG, this is News Channel 7 at 10.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Blake.Brannon. Welcome to News Channel 7 at 10. A longtime Panama City and Bay County commissioner died suddenly this morning. According to Panama City Police, former Commissioner Mike Nelson passed away in his home. Nelson had been involved with local government for more than 20 years. He served on the Bay County Commission for 12 years. Panama City Beach Mayor Mike Thomas sent us this statement saying, quote, "Mike and I were friends for many years. We served together on the county commission for 12 years. It was very hard on Mike when he lost his sweet wife a few years back, and I know he will be at peace to be with her again. He was a good man and a good friend. He will be missed by me." Today officially marks the start of hurricane season, and the Weather Channel chose Bay County as the place to kick off the season. Meteorologist Jim Cantori and Dr. Rick Knabb were in Mexico Beach surveying the damage and speaking with locals. They said they want viewers to be as prepared as possible for any future hurricanes. Cantori told us he chose Bay County as one of their spots for the beginning of hurricane season because of the destruction from Hurricane Michael. Both went on to say they want to continue to shed light on the help that is still needed in the area. And freshman Representative John Rose from Tennessee blocked the third attempt by House Democrats to clear the disaster relief bill last week. Many are hopeful the bill will be brought up Monday when the House returns to session. It has now been 234 days without the passage of a disaster aid package.
Now, News Channel 7 Sports with Blake.Brannon.
Welcome back, everyone. Happy Super Bowl Sunday. While all the eyes are on the NFL today, some big news out of Florida State concerning quarterback DeAndre Francois. Francois is no longer with the team after an alleged domestic violence incident. The dismissal comes less than a month after the QB announced he would return for his senior season. A video surfaced on Instagram Saturday night with audio of Francois allegedly threatening to assault his former girlfriend. Head coach Willie Taggart released a statement today saying, "Last night I informed DeAndre Francois that he is no longer a member of the Florida State program. As we build a new culture and foundation for FSU football, we have high expectations for all of our student athletes, and we will not shy away from those high standards of conduct. We are moving forward as a program." With Francois' departure, James Blackman remains the only returning scholarship quarterback on the FSU roster for the time being. Spring practice begins March the 4th. Chipola baseball wrapped up their alumni weekend after a soggy Saturday with a doubleheader today against Florida Southwestern. But the highlight of the weekend was some new hardware for last year's team. After beating Walter State in the national championship last year, Chipola got their championship rings on Saturday. While there are only 5 returners from the team last year, those who are off at different colleges or even at playing at the professional level came back down to take part in the festivities and the celebrations.
Definitely awesome. I wouldn't miss it for anything. Was really excited. I didn't think my coach was going to let me come down. So most of the D1 players that we have from last year didn't get to come, but it's definitely means the world to get to come back and get the ring and just be back down here one more time.
Grogan currently plays at UNC Chapel Hill, but was at Chipola for both the 2017 and the 2018 championships. Now, there are a group of people who try to go as long as they can without knowing the result of the Super Bowl. If you're one of them, turn away now. Way back in 2002 was when the Patriots and the Rams met in the Super Bowl before. And now Super Bowl 53 has come and gone, as well as the NFL season. The Rams looking for their 2nd Super Bowl win, the Pats looking for their 6th. Bill Belichick would be the oldest head coach to win a Super Bowl, and Rams coach Sean McVay would be the youngest. Not a lot going on in the first half. Tom Brady's first pass attempt is picked off. Rams defense playing stingy all night tonight, sacking Tom in the first half for the first time in 100 pass attempts. Now, in the second quarter, Stephen Gostkowski nails one through the uprights to give the Pats the lead 3-0. In the first half, this game had the lowest combined score since Super Bowl IX, which ended up 2-0, Pittsburgh over Minnesota. Rams do get a field goal in the third to get on the board off the leg of Greg Zuerlein, 53-yard field goal to tie the game at 3. But the one touchdown in the game comes by the way of Sony Michel in the fourth quarter, 7 minutes left to go. And then Gostkowski squeaks one more field goal in to seal the deal. So the New England Patriots are your Super Bowl champions, taking this one from the Rams 13-3. Julian Edelman is your MVP. 10 receptions for 141 yards. Jared Goff, quarterback for the Rams, finishes 19 of 38 for 229 yards and 1 interception. Brady finished 21 of 35 for 262 and an INT of his own.
And it was pretty slow going in that first half. I think we're all kind of waiting.
Because you see both of these teams, you know that they can score. You saw the Rams-Chiefs game from earlier in the season that was in the 50s and 60s, and you never see that in the NFL. So I think a lot of people came in expecting a high-scoring affair, a shootout. But, you know, the age-old saying is that defense wins championships, right? So I guess maybe so.
Yeah, maybe that's true. Thank you, Blake. We're up to a break real quick, but don't go anywhere. We have a last look at weather. Keep it here.
He may not bear the name Superman, but to one local family, he is a hero. An FSU PC police officer rescued a child stuck in the trunk of a car earlier this month near Palm Bay Preparatory Academy. News Channel 7's Blake.Brannon has the details on how a sunny and 75-degree day could have turned deadly.
Florida State University police officer Brian Eckel was on a routine patrol on April 9th when he heard a call about a 5-year-old boy stuck in the trunk of a car. Having just unlocked a vehicle on the FSU Panama City campus, Officer Eckel was equipped to respond.
And I'm aware that Panama City typically does not carry unlocking devices. And Poplock was reported on the radio as being 20 minutes away.
According to data from the National Safety Council, even on a mild day, temperatures in a car can rise by 20 degrees in 10 minutes, meaning time was not on their side.
Got out of my patrol car, got my unlocking device kit, walked over to the passenger door, and it was pretty easy. It was like 30 seconds I was in the car.
Officer Eckel and others responded in time to get the boy out safe and sound. Officer Eckel said it was obvious the boy had been crying and was sweaty, but other than that, he was okay. The incident made Eckel think about his own son and how it doesn't take long for the adventurous side of a child to lead to danger.
It just made me more aware and more things I need to think about and start talking to him about.
Eckel says the best practice for parents is to keep tabs on your child and make sure you have another way into your car.
Having a spare set of keys. I don't know, it's hard to carry 2 sets of keys, but have that spare key somewhere where it's accessible.
And that could be the key to saving a life. In Panama City, Blake Brannon, News Channel 7.
Now, according to the National Safety Council, 87% of kids who die in hot cars are 3 years or younger.
Looking for a way to spend a Sunday afternoon, you may not have to look farther than Lynn Haven. News Channel 7's Blake Brannon has the story.
There have been plenty of songs about Sunday mornings, but what about Sunday afternoons? That's where Mike and Maggie McKinney come in.
We've been touring and playing together for almost 46 years, and this was our chance to do something here rather than all over the country. So.
The two perform and host their Americana Cafe Sundays show at Lynn Haven's Robert Hall and have done so for more than 5 years.
You know, we wanted to have a place where great musicians could come to a listening room and have great audiences listen to them.
From the very beginning, we promised the audience from the very first show, if you'll be quiet and listen, we'll bring music worth listening to.
Yeah.
And you never know who might come up to perform. Every Sunday starts with an open mic from 3 to 4 and then a featured artist at 4 p.m.
And it was our chance to bring the people we love here to people so that they could play for people we know.
So we want to show, we always say, you know, these are people you probably will never hear on the radio, but you should.
It's only $5 at the door for an afternoon of great music in the heart of Lynn Haven.
What's been created here is bigger than we could have imagined. So many people come every Sunday. It's their way to be with other people and listen to music.
The artists of yesterday can have Sunday mornings. Roberts Hall has Sunday afternoons covered. In Lynn Haven, sneaking on stage, Blake Brannon, News Channel 7.
The two are taking the summer off, but will hold shows every Sunday until the end of May and will start back up in September. And